Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, we'll be discussing a new company in the manufacturing space. It is called as PG Electroplast Limited. Okay, so I will cover the entire thing first with the business model and how has the result been, and then the guidance and valuations and what are the capex that they're doing that will support the guidance given by the company. Okay, so let us start with the business model first. PG Electroplast Limited, like what do they exactly do? Okay, so if you look at PG Electroplast as a company, it is an electronics manufacturing company. It is a B2B company. They don't have their own brand as such. Let's say if there is somebody like Samsung, LG, Voltas, these people manufacture for them in return. Okay, so of course, like any other manufacturing companies, they have three product categories, right? They have ODM, OEM, and they have plastic injection molding, right? They have these are the different ways and varieties. So what is ODM? That is your original design manufacturing, right? इसका मतलब ये होता है, let's say tomorrow LG has to do some AC or washing machine. Okay, so these people will only come and they'll give you this requirement telling like XYZ, this is how I want it, and you will have to design it, get the raw materials, do the manufacturing like end to end, the complete process. If you are an OEM, original equipment manufacturer, it means that let's say LG comes and they'll give you a specification as to like मुझे like इतना voltage का AC चाहिए, and this is the power that it has to be, this is the 1.5 tons, 2 tons. They give you the design and everything, and you have to manufacture it. Okay, so this is the difference between ODM and OEM. So they do both. Okay, now let us talk about their business model, like in the sense कि like what are the different kind of products they have, कितना revenue आता है, कितना category से. ठीक है, they have 4 revenue verticals. Okay, they have 4 revenue segments. ठीक है, the first revenue segment, if you see, it is under the name called products. I have a small notes here, I'll keep referring to it so I don't miss out on anything. ठीक है, so if you look at the products category, this product category FY24 का पूरा साल में it contributed like 60% of the revenue. ठीक है, इस product category में क्या आता है, आपका AC, washing machine, coolers, right? Different types of room AC such as window unit, indoor unit, outdoor unit. अगर आप washing machine में भी देखते हो, मतलब top load, front load, वो semi automatic, fully automatic ना, वो सब आता है. And air coolers में भी different types of air coolers that you see, window air coolers, desert air coolers, personal air coolers. So all of this is one category which comes under the name called products, and this contributes 60% to your total revenue. Okay, the second category is the second category is plastic molding. ठीक है, यहाँ पे they cater to the likes of like वो sanitary ware जो होते हैं, automotive जो होता है, where you do this, आपका एक mold होता है, from there you do it. This contributes around 25% of your revenue. ठीक है, then the third category is your electronics, जहाँ पे आप TV manufacture करते हो, PCB assemblies जो है ये manufacture करते हो, and this contributes 13% to the revenue. ठीक है, then the last one is tool manufacturing. ठीक है, tool manufacturing is hardly like 0.5 to 1%. It is not a significant part. So there are 3 parts. The majority is one, your AC, washing machine and your cooler, which is 60% contribute करता है revenue के लिए. Then you have your then you have your ये sanitary ware, automotive के लिए आप जो करते हो, right? That contributes. Plastic molding जो करते हो, that is 25%, and 13% जो आता है is from your TV and your PCB assemblies. ठीक है, so 3 main important thing out of the 4 categories. So this is the business model. Just to wrap it up in a very simple way, PG Electroplast जो है, it is a B2B model जो एक companies के लिए जो होते हैं, LG, Voltas, ये सब brand के लिए AC, washing machine, ये sanitary प्रोडक्ट्स ये सब मैन्युफैक्चर करके इन ब्रांडों के लिए देता है. ठीक है, इनका बहुत सारे क्लाइंट है. लाइक इफ यू सी, आपने, आई एम प्रीटी श्योर ऑल ऑफ अस हैव हर्ड अबाउट दिस नेम एटलीस्ट वंस, राइट? लाइक गोदरेज, ओनिडा, वर्लपूल. आई थिंक दीज आर वेरी फेमस फॉर आर डे टू डे लाइक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स सच एज AC एंड वॉशिंग मशीन एंड ऑल. LG, अगर आप इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में भी बोलते हो, लाइक आई टोल्ड यू ना, टीवी और PCB असेंबलीज भी मैन्युफैक्चर करता है. देयर दे हैव द लाइक्स ऑफ लावा, रियलमी, दीज काइंड ऑफ कंपनीज. बट आपका जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में है ना, लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू थिंक ऑफ AC, हाउ मेनी कंपनीज कैन यू सी कि लाइक AC का ब्रांड अगर आप Amazon में देखते हो, दे हैव लिटरली एवरीबडी, वेदर इट इज ब्लू स्टार, डाइकिन, LG, ओनिडा, Whirlpool, right? Literally, like they cater to all the range. So they have a very diversified client list, you can tell. ठीक है, सो ये हुआ इनका बिजनेस मॉडल के बारे में. नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, क्योंकि Q4 FY24 का रिजल्ट कैसा था. ठीक है, अगर आप Q3 FY24 लास्ट क्वार्टर में अगर देखते हो, तो मैनेजमेंट हैड गिवन अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग गाइडेंस के लाइक Q4 में वी विल क्लॉक अ 30% ग्रोथ ऑन अ ईयर ऑन ईयर बेसिस. मतलब Q4 ऑफ दिस ईयर वर्सेस Q4 ऑफ लास्ट ईयर अगर आप कंपेयर करते हो, सो वी आर वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट ऑफ रीचिंग दिस 30% का ग्रोथ. ओके, एंड दिस शार्प गाइडेंस हैड गिवन इन स्पाइट ऑफ फॉलिंग ASP प्राइसेस. आपका जो एवरेज सेलिंग प्राइस होते हैं, इट वॉज very, it was lower over in Q4. In fact, the commodity prices भी ज़्यादा फ्लक्चुएशन था. In spite of that, they had guided for a 30% का growth. So Q4 का रिजल्ट कैसा था? Q4 has exactly been like how the management had told. They have literally walked the talk. ठीक है. So अगर आप sales देखते हो, right, Q4 result it has been very stunning because Q4 on Q4 30% का growth हुआ है. ठीक है. And पूरा साल में that is FY23 versus FY24 अगर आप देखते हो 27% का growth हुआ है. PAT भी अगर आप देखते हो huge operating leverage you're able to witness in spite of the fall in commodity prices and your ASP. आप देख सकते हो PAT जो है 70% से grow हुआ है on a Q4 on Q4 basis and 80% on a year on year basis. So you're seeing a good amount of operating leverage in both Q4 on Q4 as well as year on year, which is really great, right? And then अगर आप देखते हो EPS भी उसी रेट से grow हुआ है, just like how PAT has grown like 50% in Q4. Yeah. अगर आप पैट मार्जिन देखते हो, पैट मार्जिन ऑल्सो हैज इम्प्रूव. पैट मार्जिन हैज गॉन फ्रॉम 4.8 to 6.9%. नाउ अ लॉट ऑफ यू ऑल माइट थिंक कि लाइक अरे पैट मार्जिन तो यहाँ पे तो बहुत कम है कि लाइक क्या 6.9% का पैट मार्जिन. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग इज जब भी आप एक बिजनेस को देखते हो देर आर डिफरेंट लाइक इफ यू हैव अ B2C वर्सेस B2B वर्सेस B2G. यू विल ऑलवेज सी कि लाइक इन अ ट्रेडिशनल वे मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स यू विल सी दैट द B2C का बिजनेस जो है इट हैज़ मोर प्राइसिंग पावर, राइट, बिकॉज यू कैन ईजिली पास ऑन द प्राइस टू द कस्टमर. क्या होते हैं यहाँ पे पैट मार्जिन ज़्यादा होते हैं कंपेयर टू द लाइक्स ऑफ B2B बिजनेस. दैट डजंट मीन देयर इज समथिंग रॉन्ग विद द B2B बिजनेस या B2G बिजनेस में बिकॉज द पैट मार्जिन लो. इट इज़ जस्ट द नेचर ऑफ द बिजनेस मॉडल. क्योंकि अगर आप B2B बिजनेस को देखते हो ना, इट इज़ अ सैंडविच मेथड. मैं बोलती हूँ जो भी B2B देखो इट इज़ वेरी सैंडविच मेथड. यू विल फाइंड वेरी रेयर दैट अरे यार कौन हॉन्क कर रहा है. एनीवेज यू विल फाइंड वेरी रेयर दैट B2B बिजनेस मॉडल में लाइक हायर पैट मार्जिन होते हैं, लाइक लिटरली in terms of double digit. Okay, now the reason for this is because one, you will be having this PAT margin यहाँ पे very high if you have a backward integration or if you have let's say like a very superior product, right? These are the two cases you can see most of the time. B2B में PAT margin ज़्यादा होते हैं. Traditionally क्या होते हैं B2B में, क्यों बोल रही हूँ ये सैंडविच मेथड है, बिकॉज यहाँ पे आपका ज़्यादा का ज़्यादा कैश जो है वर्किंग कैपिटल में स्टक होते हैं. बिकॉज सी नाउ लेट्स टेक PGL only for example. Okay, if you have to make an AC, ठीक है, you have to get the raw materials first, so you'll have to pay the guy to get the raw materials. वो नहीं बोलेगा कि लाइक हाँ आप मेरे raw materials लेके जाओ और फिर आप मुझे बाद में पैसा दो, ऐसा तो नहीं होता है ना. So you have to pay upfront for your raw material cost and then आपका जब सेल होता है you have to, let's say for example PGL has to sell it to the likes of LG or Voltas, right? They're not going to get the cash first they will have to sell their product and then part में एक पेमेंट आता है. So as a result क्या होता है यहाँ पे, you have to pay for your raw materials first hand, but आपके receivables जो है you get in part payments later after a period of time. You're not going to get everything in a credit system, right? Like for example hospitals में जब cash payment होता है you get, it's a credit system, right? Sorry, it's a debit system. You do the treatment, you get it immediately the money, right? It is not the other way around. So as a result because of this working capital में बहुत सारे cash तो खर्चा हो जाता है. Okay, so this is the reason why you traditionally see कि like PAT margin जो है यहाँ पे कम होता है, सैंडविच मेथड. एंड द अदर वन इज प्राइसिंग पावर. आपको उतना बार्गेन नहीं होता है, राइट? बिकॉज जब कमोडिटी प्राइसेस इंक्रीज होता है यू विल बी एबल टू पास ऑन द कॉस्ट. जब कमोडिटी प्राइसेस कम होता है अगेन द लाइक्स ऑफ वोल्टास एंड LG विल कम टू यू एंड बी लाइक अरे प्राइस कम हो गया, आप भी हमारा प्राइस कम करो, राइट? सो यहाँ पे थोड़ा बार्गेनिंग पावर थोड़ा कम होता है एंड दैट इज ऑल्सो अनदर रीजन व्हाई यू सी कि लाइक पैट मार्जिन इज गुड. आई मीन सॉरी, पैट मार्जिन विल बी वेरी लो और लो in single digits over here. So that doesn't mean that something is wrong with the business model or something is wrong. You have to understand that the nature of the business model is such कि like sometimes you do end up having low PAT margin. Okay, so and it is not fair to compare any B2B model with a B2C model. Like I told you, two inherently mutually exclusive business models है. Okay, now coming back, we've seen that I think we digressed a lot, but let's come back. We saw that, right, Q4 result has been stunning, right? Absolutely no problem in all parameters. अगर आप देखते हो like excellent, right? अगर आप देखते हो in terms of balance sheet and cash flows also, balance sheet is also very good, right? Equity base थोड़ा बड़ा है and उसके वजह से ROE कम हुआ है. Now the reason for that is they have done a QIP in this year. They did a QIP. I do not remember the exact amount, but they are doing a lot of capex, इसलिए उन्होंने QIP किया था. इसके वजह से थोड़ा ROE घटा है, ठीक है. So now coming back, why is this company like okay, yeah, what was I telling? Yeah, let's talk about the guidance of this company, right? The guidance has been very strong again. What they're predicting for the FY25, the management is telling. Okay, if you look, the company aims to achieve 3,400 crores in revenue. अगर आप आपका साल का revenue कितना है इस साल का, let me just साल का रेवेन्यू इज अराउंड 2746, लाइक FY24 का रेवेन्यू इज 2746 एंड फॉर the full year, that is for the next year, they're targeting around 3400 crores in revenue, which is a 23% increase in revenue. Okay, that is one thing. They're giving a very strong guideline. Now they are telling कि like ये 3400 से we can even target at 4000 crores. So technically the revenue growth can be somewhere between 23% to 46, because ये 3400 crores revenue that they're targeting, it is only and only they're not considering the JV, उनका एक joint venture है, I'll come back to that later. But if you include the joint venture, they have a target of doing around 4000 crores in revenue, which is a 46%. अगर आप PAT का भी देखते हो ना, PAT is also they're targeting at a range of 200 crores, and the current PAT is around 137 crores. Even here you will get a 46% increase in PAT also, right? So probably we will see a good amount of operating leverage. We'll have to see. So they're giving a very strong guidance in terms of both your top line as well as bottom line, and EBITDA margins में भी they are telling कि like थोड़ा slightly uptick हो जाएगा. And I told you right, उनका एक प्रोडक्ट का जो है 60% का रेवेन्यू जो प्रोडक्ट से आते हैं वो AC, वॉशिंग मशीन और कूलर बेच के, ठीक है. दे आर टेलिंग कि लाइक इस सेगमेंट में भी आप एक साल में 44% का ग्रोथ देख सकते हो, राइट. एंड दे विल बी एबल टू क्लॉक 2400 crores इन रेवेन्यू ओनली फ्रॉम दिस सेगमेंट इन द नेक्स्ट ईयर. जस्ट टू गिव यू अ बेसिक सम अप, इस पूरा साल का रेवेन्यू था 2746, एंड इन द नेक्स्ट ईयर दे आर टारगेटिंग 2400 crores इन रेवेन्यू ओनली फ्रॉम वन सेगमेंट. सो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड द स्कोप ओवर हियर दैट इज देयर, ठीक है. सो गाइडेंस हैज बीन very strong now, of course, right, because around 23 to 46% ka revenue growth, operating leverage also we're targeting. So yeah, anyways, so good amount of revenue target and operating leverage we're getting. Now if you have to talk about this, how will this, what are they doing for this guidance to be achieved? Okay, so let us see कि like ये guidance कैसे achieve होता है, what are the plans that they have. Let me just get it. Yeah, so if you look at the capex that they have, right, they've been doing a lot of capex. In fact, अगर आप देखते हो in the last 1 year, that is this year FY24 का साल में they did a lot of capex. Okay, if they had this AC plant in Bhiwadi, Rajasthan, where they added around 30,000 square feet, ठीक है. They had in AC plant in Bhiwadi में एक था राजस्थान में, there they have already set it up and that will be operational in the coming quarter, ठीक है. And other than that, if you see इस साल में they are going to be spending 350 to 370 crores in capex. Now where and all this capex will go, I'll give you a detailed explanation, ठीक है. पहला है एक राजस्थान में they're putting up a new facility in Rajasthan. इस facility में if you see right now they're able to manufacture 1.2 million ACs, and they're able to take this from 1.2 million units to 1.2 million units to 2 million units. Okay, I think it is a bit confusing, but 1.2 to 2 million units, that is what they're targeting by putting up this new AC facility in Rajasthan, ठीक है. The other thing is Maharashtra में Supa in Maharashtra, they have purchased a new building. They have also purchased a building in Greater Noida, I think with around like 3000 square feet or something, right? So 3 places in Rajasthan, in Greater Noida, as well as in Supa, Maharashtra. All of these places they have acquired the land or a building, and they're able to they will be increasing the capacity. Okay. Yeah, just a mistake I did. They're actually not increasing the AC capacity. They're increasing the washing machine capacity from 1.2 to 2 million in Greater Noida, not in Rajasthan, and not for ACs. It is for washing machine. So this is what they're doing here. And like I told you, and the other rest is your the brownfield and greenfield capex. Isme 350 to 370 crores is spending. So a hell lot of capex is also going on to support the guidance, because ultimately, right, if you are already operating at 70% capacity utilization and you want to go ahead and you're targeting that kind of a growth, there needs to be some room, and for that you'll have to do capex, and these people are doing that. Okay, now other than that, they also acquired a company in this quarter, right? Where is that notes of mine? Yeah, in New Generation Manufacturing, it is a new company. They acquired 100% stake. Even this will add on. So a lot of brownfield and greenfield ka capex is going on. Okay. Now coming back, the most interesting aspect over here is if you look at the entire product portfolio, right? AC, washing machine and cooler, ये तीनों चीज है, that is high margin product. Okay. अगर आप TV और mobile phones अगर आप देखते हो जो electronics component है, that is a bit of low margin product. Okay. And this year they did a joint venture with a company called Goodworth Electronics. Goodworth Goodworth Electronics. So here what had happened, they've given 51% of the stake of their TV ka facility to them. So this 3,400 crores in revenue that I was talking about, 23%, that is without considering the JV that they've done with the Goodworth Electronics. अगर ये JV भी कंसिडर करता है, वो 4,000 करोड़ का revenue they're targeting, a growth of 46% on a year-on-year basis. Now, why have they done this JV with this Goodworth Electronics, right? One of the most important reason for this is, if you look at JV Electronic Goodwill Electronics, sorry, जो है, this is by this company called Jain Group, okay, and this is one of the very few companies in the entire India जो जिसके पास Google का ODM का लाइसेंस है, which is जो Original Design Manufacturer का लाइसेंस है. अगर आप पूरा इंडिया में देखोगे, there are only 3 companies that has this license. One is this Goodwill Electronics, the second is Dixon, and third the management told some other company. सिर्फ तीनों कंपनी के पास है. And this Goodwill Electronics has been in the business for a very long time. Okay, they have their Google ODM का license, and उनका family जो है Carbon का एक, which is a promoter company जो है, they are in connections with that, and it is that Carbon company is very famous for their manufacturing TV. So Goodwill Electronics जो है, they are able to manufacture around, I think, 7 to 10 lakhs of TVs per year, and they have a very good connection with these Chinese companies and suppliers over there, right? As a result, because of this, they're able to do all of this. And management का कहना है कि like, we are not really great with TV and everything. First of all, it is a low margin. Might as well give our stake over here. And right now, the PGL manufactures around 3 to 4 lakhs TVs in a year. And by doing this JV, they will be able to increase the capacity to 7 to 8 lakhs per annum in the coming year. So this JV is actually way more beneficial to them than let's say the likes of Goodwill Electronics also. So it's a win-win situation for them, right? So you saw that one Q4 result was stunning. The guidance has been even great, and on top of that, they're doing a lot of capex over here to support the guidance. ठीक है? So that's that about PGL. The last thing over here is, अगर आप देखते हो कि like one thing I would like to highlight is this business is very seasonal. क्योंकि like I told you, right, 60% आते हैं आपका AC, washing machine and cooler में, और AC का अगर आप देखते हो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सेल कब होते हैं? मार्च से मई जून तक, राइट? एंड मार्च आता है आपका Q4 में, बिकॉज Jan Feb March is Q4 का क्वार्टर, एंड अप्रैल मई जून इज योर Q1 का क्वार्टर. सो द बेस्ट सीजन फॉर द कंपनी इज Q4 एंड Q1, एंड Q2 और Q3 ऑफकोर्स थोड़ा सा कम होता है. Q2 इज वेरी लेस बिकॉज अगेन Q2 तो मानसून सीजन होता है, एंड Q3 में थोड़ा बिकॉज ऑल दीज पीपल गिव ऑफर्स ना, विद द लाइक्स ऑफ योर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स कंपनी गिव्स यू ऑफर्स, सो थोड़ा सा बेटर होते हैं दैन Q3. बट Q4 एंड Q1 आर वेरी गुड क्वार्टर. सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर व्हेन यू आर एनालाइजिंग दिस रिजल्ट, टेक सीजनैलिटी टू कंसिडरेशन एंड ऑलवेज एनालाइज इट. डोंट डू द अदर वे अराउंड. ओके, सो the last thing I would like to highlight here is in terms of demand. Okay, a lot of us think that when you talk about ACs, when you talk about ACs, when you talk about coolers and all, that this is prominent in, let's say, the likes of T1 and T2. But it is quite the contrary. In fact, because see, this time we've had a lot of heat waves, and we've seen that, like, even I installed an AC in Bangalore. I really never thought I'll need an AC in Bangalore, right? So that it's been a very terrible summer this year we've had, right? And one thing here is, whatever the capacity they planned for this year, they were not able to cater to the demand. The demand was so much that like they fell short in terms of capacity, right? And they never actually anticipated this kind of demand, right? So that is number one. And going forward also, they see a lot of demand, because if you see, AC ka penetration in India is hardly 7 to 8%, right? And going forward, as your income increases, as India reaches, we have a target of increasing our GDP, becoming a $1 trillion economy and everything. This will also increase, right? I mean, it is in conjunction with the economy, right? That is one thing. The other thing is, this time if you see usually what happens is that the buying pressure you see from T1 and T2 cities, but they witnessed a lot of pressure, like the first time buyers that you tell, even from the likes of T3 and T4 cities, right? So a lot more of penetration can happen even here, right? So now ultimately it comes down to one thing. It's a very good company, they're very bullish, the call was great, right? But it comes down to one thing and one thing only, like how can the management walk the talk, like how they have been doing for the last few years, right? Now it really comes down to the point of execution. That is it, because we have the numbers in hand, we have the margins in hand. We'll have to see every quarter, how they'll be able to clock it, right? And the capex goes on track to support these numbers. Just a little bit in terms of valuation, if you take that if you take into consideration the fact that they will be doing 200 crores in revenue, right? Around 200 crores in revenue if you take like what they have guided for, and you divide it by the market cap of the company, the peak range falls between 26 to 30, right? I'm taking conservative end as well as the like conservative, let's say you take 150, 160, and then you go to the higher end like 200 crores. it falls into this 170 to 27 to 29 ka P ka beach, which I think is a decent engine for, let's say, a 30% ka growth. You're getting around an average I'm taking between 23 to 46% का revenue growth के लिए आपको 27 to 29 PE. It's not of course way too low, आपको like cheap पे मिल रहा है, but of course it is good enough, I would say, right? In terms of valuation, in terms of 1 year forward PE, it is good, right? One last thing I would like to highlight over here is, if you see in the these people come under this PLI schemes, okay, by the government, right? So PLI scheme का मतलब, if you're putting up a capex, let's say and if let's say you're catering to electronics industry, the government has been very bullish in terms of electronics industry, right? And if you're doing capex to support the electronics industry, the government gives you a little bit of whatever the capex you do over the years. For that capex, they reimburse the money for you. Not only this, some states have like rules, right? अगर आप हमारे state पे आके अगर आप एक plant को बिठाते हो, even the state government also reimburses it, right? So these people do get a lot of incentive for the capex that they do, both from the state government as well as the central government. And this PLI का जो whatever the money they're getting, I think they got around 40 crores in this year, and this 200 crore ka PAT that you're targeting for the next year is including the reimbursement which they will get from the PLI scheme, including that, okay? So that is the estimation that they are giving, that 200 crores will be of that. So that's that about PGEL. I think the video is too long. Yeah, right, great company. Business model is good. We see that the Q4 FY24 result has been great. Guidance has been very strong. A lot of capex happening. And of course, other than that, we also see that, you know, the company has been walking the talk at least for quite a lot of years. Okay. Yeah. The last thing is, if you see that, I think if you look at their cash flows, right, net CFO is positive at 186 crores this year versus 45 crores last year, and you will see that a lot of cash, I think, is in inventory. But you will have to understand that Q1 is their best season. So you know that Q1 April, May, June में आता है, AC का sales is always higher at that time. So you will have to like keep a lot of inventory in hand, right, in order to be able to supply to your customers, to your clients, right? So that is one thing. That is why I also emphasized on seasonality. Just don't look at the numbers and percentage increase and just come to a conclusion कि like अरे inventory is बड़ा है, receivables बड़ा है, it is bad. Always see with respect to sales. Always see with like what the business is doing. Read the con call, understand the seasonality aspect, and everything comes in conjunction with that, okay? Like you can't look at any parameter, especially when it comes to investing, in an isolation point of view, right? So that is that about PGEL. I think I've covered literally everything. Yeah. Yeah, I've covered everything. I think I've covered even the PLI scheme also, the fact that in this year they achieved around 15 crore from the PLI scheme, and going forward in the next year they will get around 35 to 40 crore from the PLI scheme, and that is where the 200 crore PAT is included. Now it all comes down to guidance ultimately, and how they will be able to walk the talk. Hopefully they will be able to achieve that 3,400 to 4,000 crores in revenue, and also 200 crores in PAT. I mean, right now the game is all about execution, right? The game is all about walking the talk. That's that. And I think going forward, we'll continue to track this company over the next 4 quarters and see if they will be able to do it or not. Will it be a hit or a miss? And that's that for today, and I hope you'll have a nice day. Take care. Bye.